Welcome back to BlackCloudCry, where we delve into the shadowy depths of myth, history, and culture. Today we sink our teeth into one of the most enduring creatures of legend, the vampire. From bloodthirsty fiends lurking in the shadows to brooding anti-heroes, we can't help but love vampires have undergone a remarkable transformation. Did Edward Cullen come to mind, or perhaps Damon Salvatore? Not for me. It's always Dracula. But either way, let's explore how the stage has evolved from these enigmatic characters to capture our hearts and sometimes our necks. Before vampires sparkled or brooded, they terrified. The vampire myth dates back centuries, appearing in ancient folklore across cultures. In Ireland, the story of Abhartach, a cruel chieftain who rose from the grave demanding blood, mirrors our darkest fears of death and the unknown. Similarly, other cultures whispered of blood-drinking creatures, each myth born of Carl Jung's concept of the shadow archetype, a representation of humanity's hidden fears and darker instincts. These early vampires weren't romantic figures. They were monstrous, a terrifying embodiment of evil. Enter the 18th and 19th centuries, where vampires began to shift into the realm of literature. Bram Stoker's Dracula, written in 1897, laid the foundation for the modern vampire, introducing elements of seduction, immortality, and Gothic allure. On the silver screen, Nosferatu, in 1922, portrayed Count Orlok as grotesque and horrifying, while Bela Lugosi's suave Dracula, in 1931, solidified the vampire as both predator and charmer. This era balanced fear with fascination, creating an enduring archetype. The mid-century that brought a shift in perspective. Anne Rice's The Vampire Chronicles reimagined vampires as tragic figures grappling with morality. Louis and Lestat, immortalized by Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise in Interview with the Vampire in 1994, struggled with their vampiric nature, creating characters as alluring as they were tragic. Around the same time, Buffy the Vampire Slayer gave us Angel and Spike, vampires who journeyed from villains to redemption arcs, reflecting society's deeper questions about identity and morality. Then came the 21st century's romantic revolution. Stephenie Meyer's Twilight introduced a new generation to Edward Cullen, the brooding, sparkling vampire who became the ideal boyfriend for many fans. This era marked a shift from horror to romance, emphasizing love, restraint, and choice. Edward's internal conflict between his nature and his love for Bella offered a relatable metaphor for self-control and personal growth, resonating deeply with contemporary audiences. Meanwhile, True Blood took an edgier approach, using vampirism as a lens to explore themes of prejudice and acceptance in a modern world. And let's not forget the cultural impact of the Vampire Diaries, which blended romance, drama, and supernatural intrigue, leaving a lasting legacy on vampire lore. Vampires didn't stop evolving there. Recent adaptations have embraced diversity and innovation. What We Do in the Shadows in 2014 brought humor to the genre, while Midnight Mass in 2021 explored religious and moral themes through vampirism. From monstrous shadows of ancient myth to romantic antiheroes and comedic icons, vampires reflect our fears, desires, and evolving cultural values. As we look ahead, one thing is certain: vampires will continue to captivate us, transforming to mirror the questions and emotions of their time. So tell me, which vampire archetype do you prefer? The terrifying predator, the tragic anti-hero, or the romantic dreamboat? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, like, subscribe, and stay curious about the dark and mysterious.